Okay, everybody, in the comments section, I want you to give him abuse because he's using a chisel, not a chisel, a carpenter's chisel, yeah, on metal. On metal, people! Metal!
It's great for
on metal!
scraping the grease
So,
off.
give abuse. Loads of abuse. So Michael is just outside doing his battery tray. And we're going to paint it all together. Okay, so quick update. We're grinding all these down, cleaning them up so we can paint them. He's got special miracle paint, which likes rust. Kind of dries like enamel paint, I believe. New bushings in here, because again we're going to completely build everything up to new bushings, and we are going to be putting new bearings in. The way we take out these old bushings is, right, we can't put this on the press because the way it's shaped, just cannot get it on, and even if we could, it'd be kind of awkward anyway. This is the old bushing, but it has this lip on it, so you can see that lip is there. So what we do is, because we can't get this tool over it because of the rubber, we cut off this lip, and then with this tool here, very simple, we just push the bearing out and slide the new one in, and there we go. So that's how we replace the bearings. No point me showing you, it's very, very simple, and it saves a lot of time and hassle. I think I will film doing these bearings because they've got a crush washer and all sorts, so they can be kind of interesting. But this is just pushing a normal bearing in, but with a little bit of sense, cut that off and it allows you to do it. Because we can't push it out that way because we'll be pushing against the bearing. That's why we need to cut the lip off. And to put it back on, it's simple. Sorted. So there we go. Boom, go with your two glasses on. Look here.
I picked them off because I can't see through them. Hello, yes, we're working on our axle today. So we have grinded down the subframe. We have the centerpiece done, and with the two side pieces. We can grind it down pretty well, and we're putting in new bushings. So this one has two new bushings here.
And what's the miracle paint? What's?
Oh yes, it's a paint that was recommended by Kent from Mercedes Source. It's an American paint. It's kind of like an enamel paint or something. So you give it two good coats, and
we'll show you what it looks like after the coats.
yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty strong. It feels like
And what have you got in your hand there?
oh yes, so I just took off the tray as well.
The battery tray, so you're just giving that a good rub as well. Just preventive maintenance, really, keep on top of it. But it is once you do something like this, you do have to keep on top, because if it cracks, and depending where you are in the world, if it cracks and the water gets in, the water's going to be allowed to sit there and rust it a lot easier. So just depending on what you're doing and where you are, sometimes you think undercoating or painting parts of your car underneath, you're actually doing some good. Sometimes you are not, but he's going to be essentially every 6 months checking this over and making sure they've got no issues. So he has to keep on top of it, so he's not going to have a problem. And with all the stuff we're replacing, essentially it's going to mean like a hassle-free drive, isn't it? That's what we hope anyway.
We're hoping for it's going to be like a new car essentially.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be complete new braking system, new bushings.
Yeah, new pads, new discs, new shoes, new handbrake cables, bushings, bearings, you name it, everything is being replaced. Calipers, the works, to get this reliable. Sorted. Oh, shut up with your cigarette hole. God. Such a, I don't know what.
Well, I want to try and get the car nice. I want it all nice.
Such an idiot. You're an idiot. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Mercedes. We are now in the process of swapping all the shiny new rear differential, axles, all the whole works into it. We got it all painted, new bushings, new bearings, videos to come on them. And we're taking down the old one. He's in there. He doesn't know what he's doing. I think he's confused at the minute.
It's too hot. That's
right.
I'm having heat stroke.
Shaggy dog. So what we need to do is we need to take, before we get up on the lift, we need to take the shock tops off. And just down here, you might not be able to see, but this is the connection for the shock. Just zoom in there. You can see it there now. for the actual self-leveling system, because plans have changed. We are using the self-leveling system now, so we need to disconnect this properly. Once we're done, disconnected that shock top, disconnected this shock here, we will get it up on the lift, and what will we do then?
Take the shocks out and drop down the back axle, subframe and axle, and then we're going to disconnect the drive shafts from the differential and
Sorted!
so I'm learning all the lingo.
Maybe learning all the lingo, you're just saying it in the wrong order. Right, everybody, as you can see, we've still got all the shiny bits down there. We've got the wrong wheels there. We have the differential out, and the reason we do is we're taking these drive shafts to a special reconditioner, and he's going to recondition them back because we can't really get proper OEM ones, and the ones out there are really cheap and crappy, and we just don't want to trust them. With everything we're putting in this, we kind of, want to do it right. There's an old shock, and as you can see, we've got the diff out. The reason why we just took the diff out rather than the whole thing is because I need this off my lift to do other things. But he's been lucky. There's surface rust on the back, but no real holes or anything like that, so that's awesome. We're getting new brakes, new everything. There's another original shock. Obviously wheel bearings, I'm going to film how to do the wheel bearings because it's, there's a crush washer and all sorts in there. Once we start putting the main bits back in, we'll start filming it, but as you can see, we're going to be replacing all the fuel lines, brake lines. There's an awful lot of work to do before everything kind of goes back on, but we are getting there. It's been a really hot day here today, absolute nightmare. Can you show me how to take off a bolt with a socket by any chance?
Yeah, you just put the socket on over the bolt. And
which way do you do it? Which way do you put the socket?
just towards the end that matches the bolt.
Oh, so that's the way you do it. You don't do it any other way, no?
No.
You sure?
You probably might do.
Oh, so I do it the other way. Come and talk about your car before I turn the camera off. I said, come and talk about your car before I turn the camera off.
Okay, we're good. I'm kind of happy today because I was a bit worried about rust, so I kind of got back to here investigating rust, and there's no holes. It's just surface rust. So I'm going to next week. I'm going to clean it all down, and anywhere where there's surface rust, do it the miracle clean. So I'm really happy, and I think
he's happy.
Yeah, I think we've got all the parts pretty much sorted, and I look forward to getting it all back together and it looking good. It's going to be a good car.
What are you doing with your hands?
I'm washing my hands.
Oh.
Yes.
You missed it. You missed a little bit there. There, all there.
Okay, so
you're happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. We're going good.
Right. So what's the next step after we get everything back? I've explained about sending off the drive shafts and all that.
Okay. Well, then we're going to when we get the drive shafts back, we're going to connect them to the different, on the floor, we have these parts already there.
Sorry, I'm coughing. Oh, also explain where you are keeping the suspension in the back now, aren't you?
Yes.
You're not going to disconnect it, you're going to actually leave the hydraulic in. So that means we're going to recondition this because this is leaking, get like a seal kit for that. We're going to replacing these spheres and replacing these lines here. The only thing we haven't got, which we are going to get eventually, is going to be new shocks, but they're ridiculously expensive at the minute, so we're going to leave them until we really need them.
Yeah, I think we might try and get spears and do the cables around them.
Yeah.
And there's a washer or a sealing kit for this. There's some rubber stuff in it that's hopefully is the reason why that's leaking. But there is oil in the system, so...
Yeah, and when we disconnected the top there was oil in, so that's a good sign, so at least it hasn't been ran dry.
Yeah, so we're hoping...
I know I'm going to have to say this because I know I'm going to get some smart arse trying to be clever on it. As you can see, I'm editing the video now, and yes, we are changing the flexible brake line, so it doesn't matter that they are getting stretched. Everything is being replaced, so just shut it, sorted.
We're lucky, so far so good. We did a bit of work to try and get the
prop shaft
out. But,
yeah.
Other than that, there's a few nuts that are aren't too handy to get to. But
Did you just swear on my YouTube channel?
No, as a feckin'. That's an Irish expression for something that's a nuisance. It's fake. No, fake. But all is good anyway, yes.
All is good. Right, let's sign off because I'm hungry.
Okay.
So go on, sign
Your
off.
hands dirty and
No. We just do all the crap before that. Come on.
What's all the crap?
You know.
Oh, yeah. Up here and down here.
Yeah,
Comments
but
down
what's
here.
before that?
Bodgit And Leggit.
No.
No, that's fine.
Thank you for watching.
Oh,
You know.
thank you for watching.
Oh yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you
just,
for watching.
just going to end up without thanking the people for watching. You miserable gits.
I wasn't. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're going to get something out of this. But
No, again, that's you've missed something. Thanks
Well,
for watching. Please like, share,
please like
share,
and share
subscribe.
and subscribe.
Links
Links
up here.
and comments down here. And don't forget to wash your hands after you've finished your work.